Hi guys, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be a twin flame mirror reading for the water signs for November 2020. If you want to know the decks used in today's reading or you want to reach out to me for a personal reading, you can find out that information in the description box listed below. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and start by cleaning out our energy. So go ahead and focus on the person that you believe you're in a twin flame relationship with. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll have the Divine Masculine's energy on the left side, and then we'll have the Divine Feminine on my right side with the situation or subject in the middle, the mutual situation. Thank you, Spirit. For Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Twin Flames for November 2020. Water signs, twin flame for November 2020. Sorry guys. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Twin flames for November 2020. Twin flames, November 2020. November 2020. We're going to have one more shuffle. And then we're going to start pulling our cards. Divine Masculine's energy. Divine Masculine's energy for the twin flame. I feel like the Divine Masculine isn't wanting to be very talkative. Divine Masculine. Okay. So we have Death card. Sorry guys, trying to get the glare off. I know it's the Death card. Okay, Divine Feminine. Sorry, there's one more for the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine. I feel like he's trying to put the Divine Masculine's potentially trying to change, transition the way that he was thinking about a situation, the way that he was handling a situation, and then we have Justice. So, sorry, my glare is kind of crappy. So I felt like the Divine Masculine is trying to put an end to something and to bring in justice, to bring in balance and fairness. It might be something that he might have potentially caused at one point in time, or there's a situation he doesn't feel like has been fair. Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. Wow. Okay. Okay. We have Judgment, the Empress. Sorry, we're going to say what come out for. Okay. So these ones are upside, like they're flipped out. They came out, so we're going to review their energies, but they're not going to stay on the table because it's too many cards on here. And I feel like it's more like a pre-message kind of. So the Divine Masculine has Death and Justice. And the Divine Feminine has Judgment, the Empress, and the Hanged Man. And the mutual energy is the Sun. Okay. So let's see what the Divine Feminine has. The Moon, the Magician, the Star, the Tower, the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, and Strength. So whether you are the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, whether you are the Divine Feminine or the Divine Masculine, on the Divine Feminine side, which is they're the ones that are nurturing, they're the ones that are receptive, are supposed to be more receptive. Whereas the Divine Masculine, they're the ones that are supposed to put action behind things, right? They're the ones that cause movement. Again, the Divine Masculine, he has death and justice. So there's something that he's trying to allow to end because he feels like it's fair and it's probably should have happened a long time ago, because to bring in happiness, to bring in joy and fulfillment for himself. The Divine Feminine has the Judgment, again, the Empress, and the Hangman. So I feel like she's evaluating the situation, and she's trying to like birth something. She's trying to create something that is nurturing for her, but she's not sure how to go about doing that. I feel like she feels like she's running out of time. And then for this energy down here for our pre-message, she has a wish that she wants to come true, but she's not sure how to cause it to come true. And she feels like there's a lot of things that are like hidden from her in the way of like her wish, the elements of her wish, the things that are involved in her wish. It could potentially be about this connection with this Divine Masculine. I feel like she might feel like in the darks of things, that she does wish for the relationship, but she's not sure how to put it into play, not sure how to create it and manifest it. Especially with the Empress here. The Empress speaks about birthing energy. It's creating something, and she has the Hangman with the Judgment. So she feels it's only fair that to be in this relationship, because she feels like it's something that's with the Sun card, it's the happiest card in the deck. So she feels like this relationship, this twin flame relationship, is something that's nurturing for her and her other person. And I want you to just notice the Sun card with the bottom of the deck. Sorry, I don't know where my glare is coming from the TV. Okay. So over here, you can see there's two people, right? And there's something in the middle, like this represents the Sun. And this person looks like they're crying. This person looks like they're holding that person. So to me, what I'm getting out of this is the Divine Feminine that's wanting to create, like actually bringing in to reality the situation, like strengthen the bond, create the relationship that's more solid and sturdy and stable. But she's kind of feels lost in how to do that. And I feel like the Divine Masculine is just shadowing that energy. Where he's kind of like, the Divine Masculine might be waiting on the Feminine to kind of see where she's at, to kind of gauge her better. But all she really, really wants is this relationship. She wants to be happy. She wants them to be whole. So I feel like the Divine Feminine is wanting action to move forward, whereas the Divine Masculine is just observing the situation, trying to figure out when it will, or if it will, how it will move forward. And then with the Moon energy, the Magician, and the Star, it's something that both of them, but I feel so like it's very strong in this Feminine, where she wants this, she wants to create it, but she's confused. She feels like there might be elements, like people know things that she doesn't know, and it causes her to feel like a little unstable, a little insecure about a situation. And then we have the Tower, the High Priestess, and the Wheel of Fortune. So she just feels like it's like that energy of like what's meant to be will be, and if it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's not meant to be, it won't. And even if it causes difficulty, even if it causes like where people, like certain relationships have to end, and maybe not in the best of ways, but it's for the greater good, is how she's feeling. She wants to be able to create things. She has an intuition, and I feel like she's feeling a lot of things, but she's not always voicing it. And I feel like she's like wanting to create something that's long term, and something that's let's see, how do you say? She feels like this relationship with the divine masculine is something that if it were to have the opportunity to move forward, move to the next step, to progress, she feels like it would be something that is something to be proud of, that is honorable. She's willing to put the work in, and she wants her divine masculine to as well. And then we have the strengths card here. So she's just trying to stand in her power. I feel like both the divine masculine and the divine feminine are both trying to stand in their power and trying to find a way to use their intuition to not look foolish, but to, I feel like both parties are concerned about looking foolish. But at the same time, it's a relationship that they want very much so. And they're trying to find ways to create it and to bring it actually in to the situation. And I feel like there's a lot of eyes on the situation, a lot of people observing the situation. And there's some that want to protect it and others that want to see it fall apart. But it's something that the divine masculine and the divine feminine, they want it, like it's both of their wish fulfillment. Like if so it seems like you're in separation right now, and if I feel like if both parties were to just be able to meet up at the right place, the right time, and hash out all their differences or talk and have like open communication, I feel like there'll be a lot of movement forward. And it'll heal elements that have been hurt within both of them in their past. That maybe they've done this to each other, maybe other people have done it to them individually. But I feel like it'll help them to like be more aware of themselves and what they really want out of their future and how's the best way for them to move forward. And it'll bring in some sort of balance for the both of them. But they just kind of keep going in circles. Like it's like, and there's a lot of other people who have, whether it's on the divine feminine side, the divine masculine side, or both sides, there's a lot of people who are outside of the situation that have a lot of weight, I guess, for lack of a better word. They have a lot of pull in the situation. They can either help things or cause things to be like a hindrance for this twin flame connection here. But I feel like it's both parties. They're like just nervous and they're kind of scared and fearful of how to move forward. But it's something that they both want. And let's move on and we'll see what our next mirror is. This is for our water signs, twin flames for November 2020. Water sign, twin flames, November 2020. I feel like the divine feminine is more, whether she is the water sign or the other party to the water sign. I feel like it's more the divine feminine who's wanting, who's willing to put action forward, who has, I feel like the divine masculine might just kind of be sitting on the wayside a little bit. I don't know, I'm confused. Okay. He might be sitting on the sideline a little bit, whereas the divine feminine wants to get in and put action towards it. She wants to nurture it. She wants to grow it and build it. And she feels like time's just running out. And then we have the moon, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. So there's elements of this relationship that are out of balance because there's too much things that are being hidden from the other person. It seems like both people just want to stand in their strength and hold on to their pride and their ego, whereas it seems like there'll be the most movement and the best progression for everybody to just be open and honest about how they feel instead of trying to put up a front, to try and save face. And there's certain elements of the situation or the relationship that have been held on for too long. And then there's other elements that weren't held on long enough. So I feel like if you are in separation from your divine counterpart, it's because there was secrets in the past that were left the relationship out of balance, and the wrong energy was being held on to, like a regret, a remorse, like it's negative energy that was held on to, whereas the positive elements were not held on to when they should have been. It was like the opposite. The way that things happened was the opposite of what should have happened. But I feel like both parties, if you are in separation, you want to come together again. You want to heal the relationship. And if you are not in separation, which I'm getting a feeling like majority of you are, at least the people I'm reading for right now. And if you wanted me to be able to tune into your energy a little bit better, go ahead and subscribe if you have not already done so. But I feel like if you are in connection with this person, there's still elements of your relationship that need to be healed, because it's like a strong energy of like being too prideful. It's really like really being too prideful, like being too nervous or too concerned about how your message is going to come across to the other person. And then you have the strength out here again. So I feel like you guys, whether you're the divine masculine or the divine feminine, I feel like you're really being encouraged to stand in your personal power, and to be confident in yourself, and to be able to give yourself leeway and compassion to be able to go and be open and honest with this divine counterpart of yours, so that you guys can build a bridge over any like troubled waters that you've had. On the Hermit, the Seven of Wands, and the Three of Wands. So I feel like you guys are definitely in separation here with the Hermit of your divine counterpart. But it's something that you want to fight for, and it's something that your person wants to fight for as well, because you see a victory within it. You see like you're just waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like you're waiting on spirit to like guide you, to show you the right way, and to put the like I'm getting that energy of like where you don't know what to do, so you just do the best that you can with your day-to-day, and expect that if it's meant to be, that spirit will do the work for you, kind of like spirit will motivate your person to come towards you, or they'll bring your person into your area so that you can move forward with them. It's like I'm getting like a heavy energy of like it's a lack of like you're scared to offer a commitment because you don't know how it's going to be received, and you don't want to look foolish. But I feel like you're being encouraged to just like be honest and open and sincere with your divine counterpart, because I think that there's some miscommunications and misunderstandings. Thank you, Spirit. Water signs, November. Okay. Masculine. Okay. So on the divine masculine side, we have Judgment. We have the Six of Wands, the Eight of Wands. And the divine feminine had Judgment in her energy in our major arcana spread. No? Okay. So this is not for the whole thing. It's like a pre-message kind of as well. Okay. So let's see. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Fool card, and the Page of Wands. So what this speaks about to me, for the Divine Masculine, we'll focus on our pre-message first. Sorry, squirrel. Okay, so with the 10 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the 4 of Swords, I feel like there's like a desire to have something. I feel like when you think of your counterpart, you feel like it has the ability to be strong and abundant, and like very prosperous for you. But you're having a difficulty of approaching the situation, approaching the person, from the Divine Masculine. He sees the potential for this growth, for this beautiful relationship and connection, and how abundant it can be, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever it is, all the elements actually. But he's like stuck in that mind power of he doesn't want to be defeated. So he defeats himself before he even starts out on his mission. But he just thinks about it. He wants to move forward. He wants to come and communicate, but he's having a lot of like internal conflict about doing that. Let's see. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Fool card. It's starting to become like a heavy weight for him to bear. He wants to be able to invest in this. He has an internal inspiration and passion for the relationship, but he's trying to still get to that point of being willing to take a leap out of blind faith and trust that Spirit's got his back. But it's something that he is passionate about. So at some point, he's going to either provide or receive communication from the other counterpart about how to move forward, wanting to move forward, progressing in the situation, in the relationship. But it seems like he's standing in his own way. I feel like the Divine Masculine is his thoughts are what is holding up the connection. I feel like the Divine Feminine, she wants to put movement forward and she wants to move things along, even though she has a little bit of concern as well. She's not sure how it'll be received, but she's still willing to move forward. Whereas the Divine Masculine, he's not sure how it's going to be received, and he just kind of sits in limbo where he's not able to make much movement from it. But at the same time, he is hopeful for the connection, and he's trying to be optimistic about the situation. Okay, we're going to have one more shuffle, and then we are going to have a little bit more come out for the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine. I feel like he doesn't know how to move it forward to feel like... I feel like he's lacking the confidence for whatever reason. He's lacking confidence that helps the situation to move forward. Okay, and then we have the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Wands again, and the 9 of Cups. Okay. So before we read his situation, let's get this straightened out. And then we're going to pull the Divine Feminine's energy. And then that way we'll know what our situation is that we're going to be talking about. Divine Feminine. King of Cups. Okay, so hold on, let me pull it out, sorry. Don't put the cart before the horse, right? I feel like the Divine Feminine really feels like her hands are tied. She has the Hangman out here twice now with both of those, with both spreads that we've used so far right now. Okay. She's got a lot too, but it's part of her message. So we're going to leave them all. We're not going to put them into a pre-message. Okay. So what we're going to be talking about is the High Priestess. So what this speaks about is it's having an intuition, but you're not, you know what to do. Your mind's telling you, you're getting spiritual downloads, spiritual guidance, but you're not speaking it. You're not doing it. The High Priestess, she's more like, how do you say? She's a spiritual person, whether it's for the divine, well, it's for the divine masculine and feminine. It's their mutual energy right now. So both of them are intuitive when it comes to the relationship, but neither of them are talking. Okay, so let's look at the divine masculine's energy. In regards to his intuition, let's see. We have Judgment, the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and the 9 of Cups. Okay. So what this speaks about to me is there's something he's trying to resurrect. His intuition is telling him like how to do it, or he's receiving inspiration to do it. And he feels like there could be a victory in it. It's something that he's been wanting to communicate for a while. But I felt like he had walked away in the past, causing, and he knows it caused a lot of heartache for his divine feminine. And so now he's sitting in that mental energy of having conflict with himself. And I feel like he's struggling and potentially arguing with the people around him. But I feel like it's mostly internal for majority of you. He's not sure how to approach the situation, because it's like if he walked away and he comes back now, how does he handle it? How does he approach the situation, and how will it be received? But at the same time, it's something that he feels confident in. And I feel like that's probably why he keeps his distance, because you don't know what you don't know. But once you know, you can't unknow it. So it's like, oh, if I just leave it as is, I can have my feelings, I can have my situation, and I can just assume or play it out in my emotions or my dreams, my fantasies. But if I actually approach the situation and it doesn't work out for me the way that I hoped, like if this person walks away like he walked away, then it's going to create it to be where like he's not going to be able to sit in that confidence energy anymore. But I feel like he's finding the confidence to be able to put up a fight, to go to approach the situation, to approach the pain that he caused to somebody else when he left and walked away, because it's something he's thought about for a long time now, and he does see a victory in this relationship, so he does want to resurrect it. Okay, now let's see how our divine feminine. Black and gold, I like these colors, they're pretty. I don't know if you guys can see them as well, but they're pretty, trust me. Okay, our divine feminine, for her intuition, she's got a lot going on too, quite a bit actually. Okay, so we have the King of Cups, which is the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, the Hanged Man, the Queen of Wands, the Fool card, the Page of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. Sorry, this reflection's kind of getting on my nerves. Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So what this speaks about to me is she's getting intuition, and she wants to put action forward with it, but she doesn't know how to do it. She doesn't know how to go about it. She doesn't even know the first steps to take. But she's thinking about how can she do it. She's passionate about this, and she's willing to take a leap of faith. She's willing to trust spirit, because she feels like if she was to be able to communicate how she genuinely feels to her divine counterpart, that's going to bring in the opportunity for them to rebuild, to repair any past situations or difficulties that they've had, clear up any miscommunications. And it's going to allow both of them to be able to have like a stable foundation with each other. And I feel like it's like a physical, emotionally, like in all elements, like it's going to be like a beautiful love. It's going to be a beautiful life because everybody's going to be working towards the same goal together. The divine feminine just sees something beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's amazing. It's everything I would think somebody would want, right? Actions of love, kind of being hesitant because you don't know how to do it or what to expect. But at the same time, you're thinking about putting the passion forward. You know that if you had the opportunity to take a leap of faith and genuinely communicate how you feel, you know that I don't know how to say, like she loves her divine masculine very much, very deeply, and she just feels like if she was to be able to communicate it, it's going to build confidence for him, and it's going to build confidence in her in turn with that. And she wants to communicate or receive. She wants to provide or receive an offer of like growing something, like building something that she sees a victory in, that she feels like it's that spirit has been divinely guiding her and protecting the relationship and the situation for however long it might have been where you guys have been separated. But she wants to start putting action forward to it. She's just not sure how to do it yet. And I always say that the Hanged Man, which she has up here with her major arcana. Okay, hold on, sorry. So she has the Hangman and the Fool card, and the thing that's between them is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands speaks about receptivity or thoughts. Wands are our passion. It's our divinely, it's our spiritual guidance system, if you will. So I feel like she's like optimistic and pessimistic at the same time. But everything that follows that is like, even though she has these doubts and these hesitations, these concerns, she loves this divine masculine so deeply, so much that she just feels like she has, like, it's like her soul, like, forces her to take these leaps of faith, but she doesn't know how to get there from here. I feel like she might not know how to reach out to him. She might not know, like, where he's at. Like, there's certain elements that are causing her not to be able to take much action. But I feel like she's taking a lot of action as much as she can. And she wants to communicate. She's trying to find ways to communicate. And I feel like she's working a lot on that. Like she's trying to communicate with him in 5D a lot right now. And I'm not sure if he's like picking up on it. I would assume so because the High Priestess is in the mutual energy right now. So I feel like he feels it. But at the same time, there's not much movement. There's both of them have cards of victory at the end, the masculine and the feminine. And both of them realize it's going to be some work to get to that end of victory, but they're both willing to do it. But I don't see either person like really making contact and reaching out. But I like this divine feminine, she's trying, she wants to, she's willing to, she's all on board. Okay. Let's see what else comes out, okay? This for our water signs, for their twin flames. Water sign, twin flames for November 2020. I felt like she's the divine feminine for a while with the Hangman being here in both positions so far. I feel like she feels like her hands are tied. Like there's not much she can do. But if she could, she would. But I feel like she feels like tied up. I feel like she doesn't feel like she has much options or much ability to progress things very far. I feel like the cards are really like laying on the divine masculine. like the ball's in his court. I feel like the divine masculine has the ball in his court, and the divine feminine is sitting there wanting to push things along, but she's not sure how to go about that. And then we have the Lovers, the Moon card, and the Seven of Pentacles. So what this speaks about is that there's some more work to clear out the shadow energy and to bring in balance for this love connection. And I feel like it's on both parties' side right now. You're just kind of looking at the situation and seeing, like, how can I grow it more? Have I been investing the way that I needed to? Is there anything else I can do to move this connection along? Are there secrets that they feel like I can, does the other party feel like there's secrets? How do I clear any confusion up? How do I bring communication up? It's like wanting to clear the air. It's like wanting to be honest and have those conversations that are difficult, so that the connection can be healed and progress. The water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, twin flames for November 2020. All right, we got one more, and then we're going to start pulling for the divine masculine. Divine masculine for November 2020. Divine masculine. November 2020. Divine masculine. Have the Knight of Swords, the 5. Aww. Yeah. Okay. No? It's like both of it. Okay. So far for the divine masculine, there's the Knight of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the Lovers, the 4 of Cups, the World card, let's see, the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine for November 2021. Divine Feminine. Sorry, guys. Get your back. I'm going to catch you. Won't let you fall. Sorry. Okay. Hold up. I'm trying to get this figured out. Okay. Divine Feminine for November 2020. Divine Feminine. Feminine for November. Okay. The heck? Aw, 10 of Cups at the bottom. Okay. So the divine masculine, he keeps having like some energy, but this divine feminine, she's like she has a lot to be said. She wants to talk. She wants to have movement. She's got a lot. Okay, so in regards to this 10 of Cups, we're going to start with the Divine Masculine. We have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Four of Cups, the World card, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. So when it comes to this like family connection, this loving, like happy husband, happy wife, happy life situation, there was once like a truth, like it's either a spoken truth or confusion, mental confusion, that caused somebody, I don't know, I feel like it was a truth. It was communication, or it's mental conflict that caused somebody to need to leave somebody out in the cold, whether they left their person, which because of the cards prior to it, I feel like the Divine Masculine was the one who left now. There was communication or confusion, mental confusion, conflict that caused him to leave his Divine Feminine out in the cold. But he's been thinking about the situation and he wants to get back to like the life he had with this person, to grow it and heal it. But he's like been hurt and heartbroken, and has a lot of mental conflict and a mental turmoil, from him trying to be shady and get away with something. Or he feels like he was like there was shady, sneaky behavior, or that person will see him as being that way. But there's like this new mental clarity, this new communication, this new truth that he receives from Spirit that allows him to put actions forward to move things along in a positive direction towards his relationship, towards his Divine Feminine. Okay. So now we're going to go to the Divine Feminine and her long book over here. She's got a lot to say. Okay. We're running out of space. She's running out of space and running out of time. Just kidding. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm not playing with you. Okay. In regards to this happy life, happy wife, happy husband life for her, we have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Wands, which the Divine Masculine had the Seven of Wands as well, in regards to his intuition. So the Divine Feminine has it. She feels like she has to fight for this relationship to bring it into fulfillment. With the Strength card here, and strength isn't like, oh, you're pushing your way, you're forcing your way. It's more like, it's more like that energy of it's like that internal strength of like knowing your power, being confident in yourself, knowing when to speak and when not to, not speak, like knowing when to say what your truth is, like using your internal guidance system to be able to act and speak and live in your truth. It's like the internal confidence, internal strength. And then the Knight of Cups, the Death card, the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Moon card, the King of Cups, the Emperor, the Empress, and the King of Wands. So what this speaks about to me sorry guys. Okay, so this Divine Feminine, in regards to this love connection, I feel like there was somebody that she had to cut off because they weren't sincere, they weren't authentic, they weren't genuine with her. It caused her a lot of conflict and a lot of difficulty. And now she's trying to set in her her inner strength, like personal strength, personal willpower, to be able to provide an offer of love, to put an end towards like sneaky, shady behaviors, to put an end towards winning at all costs, to put an end towards not having balance, not having fairness, not having justice, to having, she wants clarity of emotion, and she doesn't feel like she has that right now. She feels like her emotions are like muddied water, and there's a lot of like secrets in regards to her emotion and the situation and people and things that surround her emotions. But she wants to put actions of love towards the what she has her, like, she feels like this connection with the divine masculine, whether she was in a relationship before, whether he was in a relationship before or not, no matter what all those other people, places, or things was. Sorry. She wants to have things end so that there's not more, not like, so she wants like negative energies to kind of pass. She wants it to be where there's only genuine, authentic communication, where there's sincere movement, there's nurturing and actions of love going forward, in regards to like something that she sees as the all forever, and she wants it to birth. She has the Empress again down here. So it's something she wants to birth. She wants to create something because she has a strong passion, a strong like internal guidance system towards it. It's not the Empress, it's the Nine of Pentacles. So she could be, but I said it for whatever reason. And she did have it up here. So either way, I feel like this divine feminine is somebody who has the ability to use her intuition, and is probably on point more often than not. But she is also like, if she can't have somebody that comes to her genuinely, authentically, like anybody who's playing games, whether it's the divine masculine or whoever, whatever, she's willing to be single and stand in her own personal power, because she knows that she's abundant as a person. She knows that she creates things that she wants to, and she knows that she has this internal guidance system. So she ultimately wants like a passionate, loving, sincere communication relationship. And if she doesn't get it, she's not playing with anybody in their BS anymore. She wants like genuine, authentic love offers, where she feels strong within it, where she feels like it's abundant for her, and she doesn't have to fight for what's already hers. She wants something that's hers, and everybody knows that, like hands off, you know. We're not taking applications and resumes and all that. She wants what's hers, and she doesn't want to share. And if she's not getting what she feels entitled to, she's not getting authentic forward movement, and she wants to be the only person in this divine masculine's life, in regards to like relationships. She doesn't want his eye to wander, and she wants him to like be confident in her and be proud of her. And if she can't get that healthy relationship that she's seeking, and the movement forward that she's seeking with the Emperor here, and like standing in your power, and it's like the Emperors, like they have the ability to tell people what to do. They're the ones who manage things. She's willing to manage her own stuff, her own self, and kind of like take it on the chin, like take the loss, and keep moving forward, like keep pushing, because she knows how abundant she is. She knows that she has many beautiful, great things to offer. And if she's not getting something that's like equal give and take, where it's balanced and fair, she just doesn't want it. And I feel like that's why a lot of this hangman energy is here, because she wants what she knows that is destined for her, but she doesn't know how to get it yet. She doesn't know how to fully be comfortable and trust it just yet, but she's trying to find ways to, especially with this divine masculine being out of the picture. Like I feel like it's even more so like feeding into the confusion that she's having. But at the same time, she loves this individual, so she's trying to maintain that power and that confidence with him, and trusting him in the situation, that whatever's meant to be will be, that it's spiritually, divinely guided and protected. She might have also had like a relationship recently end or transition in some way. or maybe like the relationship with this divine masculine is going through like a transition period of some sort. But she ultimately does want this happy life. She wants to be happy. She wants to have a solid connection, a solid commitment with somebody. And she doesn't want to have to keep going back and forth. Like she wants it to be stable and genuine and authentic and pure. And I feel like she might not have always had confidence, but I feel like she has it now. I feel like she knows what she brings to the table. And so she's not having any sneaky, shady things. She's not having no secrets and no manipulation. She wants genuine, authentic movement forward, or she doesn't want nothing. She knows she could stand in her own power and be by herself and be okay with it. It's not what she wants, but she can do it and be okay with it. I feel like she also has a lot of perspectives around her, but she only has her eye on one. I would definitely say that this relationship that I'm reading for with the divine counterparts, they're not in communication right now. They're not in a relationship right now. There's separation between them. And the divine feminine has a lot of opportunities. And I'm not saying the divine masculine doesn't. I'm just saying like the divine feminine definitely has a lot of options around her. A lot of people who are looking at her, that they see the qualities in her. They see how amazing she is and how much she has to offer. And I feel like the divine masculine, I'm not saying he doesn't have those things. I just feel like he's more stuck in his mental, like he's thinking a lot about the past. Whereas this divine feminine, she's like really focusing on being healthy and creating a future. And because we don't have power when we're focused on the past, right? Our power lies in our moment, our current situation, our current moment, and our decisions that we make. And I feel like the divine feminine is living that life. Like she knows that her power is in her current presence. Whereas the divine masculine, he's spending a lot of time looking at past energy, things that happened in the past. And I feel like this divine feminine, she's aware of it. She's not without struggles. She's not without pain and conflict. She just knows like it's in the past. I can't do nothing about it now. I have to move forward. I have to make my actions of right now for my future instead of living in the past, because those moments have already gone. There's no more opportunity in those situations. But when we focus on our current and our future, then that's when we're creating. But when we're just having like a timeout, looking at our past, looking at our history, we don't have power there. That's something that's already passed. And so I feel like the divine feminine, she's aware of that. Okay. Divine masculine, November. Divine masculine. What the heck, dude? You're killing me, Smalls. Divine masculine. Divine masculine. Divine masculine. Divine feminine. Divine feminine for November. Yep. Oh, girl is really standing in her strength. She got the strength card out here multiple times. Oh. Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. The heck? All right. We're going to be talking about the Seven of Pentacles. So this is our mutual energy. And what this speaks about is either like evaluating what you've been building and like taking a break from it, or evaluating what you've been building or what you want to build and trying to strategize for how you're going to make that progression forward. Okay, guys. Here we go again. For the Divine Masculine, he has the Nine of Cups in the reverse, the Moon, the Chariot in the reverse, the World card, the Sun, the Three of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the King of Swords, the King of Wands, the Hermit, and the Temperance. So what this speaks about to me in regards to like him evaluating how he's built things, how he wants to build them going forward, like having a strategy plan. He's not confident right now. He feels like there's a lot of elements that he's not aware of, which is causing him not to be able to move forward, even though he wants to. He's not able to move forward to bring in this new life for himself. How do you make that transition? I feel like that's what he's saying. Like, how do I make that transition? So he's not confident right now. He's trying to get clarity from confusion, things that he's not, things that he doesn't feel like he has all the information, all the facts behind. He's trying to figure out, he doesn't want to rush in, but he wants to create a new world, a new life, a new opportunity. He wants a new cycle that he feels like will bring joy and abundance to him. And he's just kind of like waiting for that spiritual guidance, that spiritual direction. Because I feel like he's put in a lot of energy, or he feels like he's put in a lot of energy and a lot of work and got a lot of struggle from it. And now he's still willing to like he still has a little fight in him left. And it's getting close to the point where he's done with this fight. But at the same time, he's like, right now, he's just taking a break right now. He's like really kind of evaluating the situation. And he's trying to like find truth and speak truth, and trying to find things that he's passionate about, and how does he put action towards it. And how does he be confident? He's trying to find he's trying to like go internal, and have like kind of like a dark night of the soul kind of, so that he brings balance to what he's worked on, what he's going to be working on in the future. The Divine Feminine, she feels inspired for love, but where she's tired already. The Divine Masculine has the Nine of Swords, but the Divine Feminine has the 10 of Swords. So I feel like, and that might be why she has this Strength card out here multiple times. I feel like she's offered love, whether it be to the Divine Masculine or other people, other relationships or situationships in her history. And it caused her too much of a burden to bear. And she was trying to balance things, because she wanted it to be fair, where she was being fair to the people around her, but also being fair to herself as well, and standing in that personal power. And she got to the point of realizing where she was building her energy and what was worth it and what wasn't. So now she's slowly trying to make new opportunities for herself. And she's trying to figure out like where's her passion? Like where does she feel like there's stable, solid ground that she could build on? And then we have the Five of Cups. So I feel like she's provided an opportunity in the past, and she was not happy with the way that it turned out. I felt like she's been hurt by love quite a bit, and that's something that she's trying to transition away from, but she's having a difficulty. And then with the King of Cups here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, she's trying to find a way, like she's trying to find things that she's passionate about, and people she can rely on and depend on, so that she can provide her cup, and she can act out of love with them. But at the same time, she doesn't want to be foolish. She doesn't want to have to build into something only to have to walk away from it at the end. So she's trying to get clarity from Spirit on how she can gain this victory, and how she could bring in this relationship for her. And she wants to know, she's expecting Spirit to be, like to give her internal guidance, so that when the next person comes around, whether it's the Divine Masculine or somebody else, she just wants to be able to trust the energy, and she wants to trust herself in reading that energy. So she's expecting that Spirit like really guide her in her like her intuition, because she wants victory, whether she stands in the end by herself or with her divine counterpart. She wants victory in life and love. And she's willing to walk away from anybody who's not, like anybody who's being deceptive towards her, whether it's the Divine Masculine, friends, family, situations, whatever it is. She just wants to be confident in this situation. She wants to feel secure. She doesn't want to be like balancing things. She doesn't want to be balanced. Not like that. She doesn't want to be juggled. She doesn't want to have to juggle people, and she doesn't want to be juggled. She just wants balance and authenticity, and she wants to be proud of herself, and she wants to be proud of the relationship that she's in and what she's building and who she's building it with. Because there was times in the past where she didn't end things as quickly as she should have, and it ultimately ended up causing her a lot of conflict, and she ended up having to walk away in the long run. So now she's going out and seeking her full 10 of Cups, where she's happy and fulfilled and abundant. And she's seeking and speaking clarity and truth to bring in a personal victory for herself. And I feel like other people might have seen her struggle along the way. And it's something where she doesn't want to struggle anymore. She just wants there to be peace and comfortable, she wants to be happy. She wants to be rewarded for her hard work. She wants to be sitting in that like the Six of Wands, it's a victory card. But it's a victory because you fought hard for it. It's something where you fought for it to get there. And now everybody's just kind of looking at you with that. Other people might not understand how you got to where you got, or understand how she got to where she got. But it's something that she got there, and I feel like it's multiple struggles. Like she fought herself, she fought other people. It was mental, potentially physical in certain elements. So she just doesn't want to fight no more. She wants to just stand in her power, and she feels like she earned her right, and she doesn't want to have to keep fighting for what's hers. She wants to be, to stand in her power, stand in her confidence, stand in her abilities, and not keep arguing and fighting with people, not having to talk somebody into something that they should feel naturally for her. So she's willing to be by herself, and she's willing to leave everybody if she has to. Even if she doesn't want to, she's willing to. Even if she loves this divine counterpart, and she doesn't want to have to leave him. She doesn't want to have to just leave things broken. But if it's for her greater good, and she doesn't see that this divine masculine is trying to build with her, or is trying to repair, she won't either. She'll just walk away and okay, on to the next. I got what I need. I'm good. I can take care of myself. I can love myself. She's very confident about herself, and I don't feel like that was always the case. And I feel like there's some of that past energy still, that causes her to be in that hanged man energy from time to time of not really knowing which way to go. But I feel like she tries to follow her intuition, and I feel like she has a strong internal guidance system that leads her the right way. So she's just really trying to stand in her power. All right, so we're going to get some messages from Blessed Be Oracle. Sorry, these are big cards. Alrighty then. Holy cow. For the Divine Masculine, we have a blessing of fire, a blessing of lift sadness, blessing to lift sadness, a blessing of your health, Morgan's blessing of peace after battle, a blessing on the senses that gifts the world to you, blessing to find the truth, a blessing on a journey, a blessing of protection, and a blessing of homecoming. And Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. A blessing for a fresh start. Divine Feminine for November 2020. Divine Feminine. A blessing for healing of injury or illness. Divine Feminine. A blessing of the waters. A blessing to find your way. One more. Divine Feminine. Sorry guys, I don't like to leave energy on the table. Divine Feminine. A blessing on your boundaries. Bottom of the deck is a blessing of solace and hope. Okay, so I feel like what's going to bring in this blessing of hope for the Divine Masculine is he's going to find his passion again. And he's going to be able to relieve all that sadness, that heavy, like it's a heavy energy, it's a heavy energy. And he's going to have like a balance, whether it's physical or mental health. He's going to start to repair those elements. And he's going to be able to like have like a restoration after like a difficult fight. Like he has the 9 of Wands in his final mirror reading, whereas he has Morgan's blessing of peace after battle as well. So I feel like he's going to just be reflecting on his experiences that he's had and the difficulties he's endured, and that's going to allow him to like really appreciate his environment, really appreciate the things that he has in his life to be grateful for. And once he's standing in that energy, he'll be able to realize the people and situations that were maybe not like fully authentic with him. And it's going to cause him to go on a new journey. And that journey is going to be protected. And that's going to actually, that protected journey that is in spirit, that is divinely inspired and guided, is what's going to actually bring him home to his Divine Feminine. And that's going to be his journey to get back to solace and hope. And the Divine Feminine, she has a blessing for a fresh start, a blessing for healing of injury and illness, a blessing of the waters, a blessing to find your way, and a blessing of your boundaries. So I feel like what's going to bring her solace and hope is like really standing in her power, and being willing to like move forward, onward and upward, even if it's by herself. And then she's going to be able to heal. I feel like it's a lot of emotional, it's like an emotional turmoil. It's difficult memories. It's difficult emotions. It's a heaviness. It makes me want to cry. And that's going to help her to clear out her emotional energy. And it's going to like show her how strong she is. Especially we have the strength card out here multiple times for her. And it's going to give her like, it's going to like refresh her spirit. It's going to help her by standing her in her own power, by healing her emotional hurts and her difficulty and her turmoil. Kind of like another dark night of the soul, like the masculine had. It's like where she's able to sit in her emotions and feel her emotions fully and authentically without running and hiding from them. And when she's able to sit there with them and be comfortable even in the difficult emotions, she's going to learn, she's going to find her way to balance, to restoration, to be able to have a fresh start and ground herself, so that going forward, whether it's with this divine masculine or anybody or anything else, she has her boundaries and she's not going to sacrifice herself or her morals, her ethics for anyone or anything else. Even if she has in the past, she's going to cut people out of her life. Again, even if it's the divine masculine, she's setting her boundaries. She's getting clarity within herself, and she's forgiving herself for past mistakes, past hurts, past troubles. And she's like cleaning that energy, and that's giving her fresh hope, a fresh, like fresh abilities. Let's look at our doorways. Because when one door closes, another door opens, right? It's divine doorways. So this is going to be the guidance, spirit's guidance for your guys' relationship. The guidance for the divine masculine. Hummingbird song. Nectar of sweetness and joy it brings, the hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. Divine feminine. Silent skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind in meditation's grace. The soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. And then Jude's song. A reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. So that has been your twin flame reading for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, whether you are the divine or the masculine. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have anything you want to share, any experiences that you want to share, or if this reading has resonated with you at all, please feel free to comment. If you want to see more of these readings, go ahead and let me know in the comments, because it's something I just started doing. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue it or not. So let me know. Let me know if you guys are interested in getting more of these. If this reading has resonated with you, or you like my energy, please subscribe if you've not already done so. And if you feel like this reading could be helpful to somebody you know, please feel free to share it as well. We're going to go ahead and close out our reading by cleaning out our energy one more time. Okay. Everybody remember to love yourself always, first and foremost. Trust your internal guidance system. Trust that Spirit has beautiful blessings for you in your future. Value the people that you have while you have them. But always love yourself first and foremost. Until next time, sending you lots of love and light.